Hello, my name is Jennifer Zeng. You may have or may have not heard about the news that my YouTube channel was demonetized without any explanation after I did a program about the origin of that most powerful and most sensitive thing coming out of China, which has killed nearly 300,000 people worldwide. And that number doesn't include Chinese people, as we don't know how many have died in China. After my channel was demonetized, may I say very unfairly, some people suggested that I find a lawyer and start a lawsuit against YouTube. After some consideration, I decided not to pursue that so that I can continue to focus on the most important thing that I need to do, which is to tell the inconvenient truths about China and the world to save people's lives. I have no interest in going after YouTube, as I know the real, the most dangerous, and the ultimate threat to mankind is the Chinese Communist Party, the CCP. It has already brought such tremendous losses to mankind. If we don't stop it, what mankind will face could be utter destruction. I hope you won't think that I'm exaggerating or making some sensational, baseless claims. I have enough reason to believe that this thing we are facing now is not over yet, and another, more damning wave could hit soon if people still cannot be awakened by such a huge disaster that we are dealing with. That is the reason why I don't want to waste my time and energy on going after YouTube. The option I chose was suggested by my wonderful Twitter followers, that is, to open a subscription channel so that people can make contributions. So that's what I did. I've set up an account and subscribe star, and I hope you can support me. In the meantime, I'd like to continue to make my videos free so that more people can have the chance to watch them. Therefore, becoming a subscriber to my subscription channel may not bring you much privilege in terms of gaining much more than others. Instead, it is about enabling me to continue to offer free information for more and about fighting together with me against the most powerful and most damaging common enemy of mankind, the evil specter of the Chinese Communist Party. We must win this battle no matter what. I'm very, very grateful to and humbled by people who have donated to me, who will donate, and who support me in any other ways. Your contribution not only keeps me going, but is also helping so many more others. So, please subscribe to and share my new channel and subscribe star, or consider making contributions via other channels. The link to my new channel and ways to donate are in the description window below this video. Without your support, I don't know how far I can continue to walk along on this path. Your support will empower me and give me enough courage to carry on. And I do believe that there are enough kind-hearted people out there who care, just like me. Together, let's try to tell more inconvenient truths to save more lives. Thank you, and thank you from the bottom of my heart. Now, let's move to today's news updates. 6 new cases were confirmed in Wuhan, and authorities are ordering to have all the people in the whole city to be tested in 10 days. Let's watch some videos first. This is at the Li Feng Hotel in Hankou area in Wuhan. About 20 people were moved out of the hotel into 3 vehicles. The man who shot this video is saying that all 3 vehicles were full. One more is being carried out. More of them are seniors. Wow, so many are being carried out. We cannot visit this hotel anymore. The man who shot this video says the government at Dongxihu district in Wuhan is offering free tests and 堕落口 market for everyone. Government reports say that there appeared 6 confirmed cases in one community in Dongxihu district during recent days. A leaked government document dated on May the 11th says that urgent testing and screening will be done in the entire Wuhan in 10 days. Virtually everybody will be tested, with priority given to some older or densely populated communities or areas where there is a lot of migrant population. Official figures show that from the day when Wuhan reopened, that was April the 8th to April 29th, about 1 million people were given tests. This means 90% are yet to be tested in 10 days. As a result of the new cases, the party secretary in that community, Zhang Xinyu, was removed from his position as he had done a poor job in controlling the epidemic. You might think it's quite dramatic to remove an official for just 6 confirmed cases. In the United States, more than 1 million people have tested positive, but we haven't heard about any official being removed because of the huge numbers. Well, this is the way how the CCP handles things. They give pressure to small guys, local officials. If they do a poor job, they will be removed. This gives the local officials incentive to cover up the problems when they can, so sometimes they choose to eliminate or reduce the reported numbers of the cases instead of trying to eliminate the cases themselves. Other questions to ask are, who is responsible to the entire outbreak? Who ordered to cover up the epidemic in the beginning? Who ordered people not to tell the public that this disease was human to human? Who ordered to have Dr. Li Wenliang and other whistleblowers to be arrested? Who ordered police to arrest citizen generals who tried to report about the true situation in Wuhan? Where are Fang Bing and Chen Qiushi now? Before we have answers to the above questions, what is the point of removing a low-level party leader in a community for 6 new cases? Did he make the decision to close all the Fangchang hospitals in Wuhan without patients really being cured? Did he order to have Wuhan reopen without proper precautions while the virus was still there? Now, let's check some other videos. Last weekend, people in Wuhan took to the street to protest against the government's plan to build transformer substations in a densely populated area called Nanhu. They held a banner which says the epidemic hasn't gone yet. Transformer substations are coming. People in Nanhu need a way to survive. Police tried to disperse the protesters, some beating them up. The protesters shouted, "Give me back my house. Wuhan stays strong." One netizen says that the government didn't plan well. They dug up holes in the roads, then filled them, and then dug more holes. They wasted a lot of money on this, but refused to give people free tests for the virus. Some other netizens say it is good to see that people are no longer only protesting for money, they are fighting for their health issues instead. Some say instead of trying to get rid of the transformer substations, people in Wuhan should try to get rid of the P4 lab of Wuhan Institute of Virology instead to ensure their safety and health. This also happened in Wuhan. On Mother's Day, Yang Min, a Wuhan resident, tried to stage a one-person protest in front of the appeals office for the death of her 24-year-old daughter who died of the virus. She was eventually removed by some security guards and was allowed to return home later. The characters on the board beside her daughter's photo say, "The government covered up the truth about the epidemic. Give me back my daughter." The character on the board of her back says, "Injustice" or "wronged." She later told the reporter of the Epoch Times that her daughter got infected when visiting the Union Hospital on January 16th and died on February 6th. She said, if we had known about the contagious nature of this disease, we wouldn't have gone to the hospital, and my daughter wouldn't have died. She raised 3 demands in the materials she tried to give to the government. 1. To hold the officials who covered up the disease accountable for their anti-humanity crimes. Disclose all the facts to the public and apologize to families of the victims. 2. Compensate the financial and mental damages. 3. The right to make appeals to the public through media and the internet. Yang Min said she was also infected, only she had survived while her daughter had not. She said, yesterday was Mother's Day. With my child gone, whose mother can I be? The latest photo she sent out showing her locked inside the residential block and couldn't go out anymore. This video shows the recruitment site and TCL China Star Optoelectronic Technology Corporation in Wuhan. A staff member shouting to the people waiting there, no more jobs, everyone leave, have you heard me? Leave, no more jobs. TCL is a listed company in China that boasted a 200 billion yuan investment capital. Obviously, it has been hit hard by the pandemic. It was reported that other big companies in Wuhan, including Foxconn, Lenovo, and Tianma Microeconomics, have all stopped hiring. This video shows that at Cellphone city in Inner Mongolia, a man tried to climb over the iron fence to get home, as all gates were locked during the pandemic. It was very unfortunate that the sharp end of the iron fence pierced through his belly and he got stuck there. He died later as a result. This is just another typical secondary humanitarian disaster in China during the pandemic. The lockdown we talk about here in the West is very different from the lockdown in China, where the CCP really locks people inside their homes, buildings, and residential blocks, and there are people guarding the entrances to ensure that nobody gets out or gets in without permission. There is no basic trust, human dignity, or respect. The CCP doesn't trust the public, and many people don't trust the CCP or their fellow citizens. That's why the CCP chose to physically lock people's homes and residential blocks. This video was shot on May the 9th, showing dozens of investors protesting in front of an office of Anxin Trust. They shouted, "Anxin, return my money." Anxin Trust is a huge financial company in China and the only listed trust company at the Shanghai stock market. However, it couldn't pay back its 30 billion yuan investment products, and that's why these investors were protesting. This is actually not the first time that Anxin's default has drawn public attention. About a year ago, early last year, it missed payments on 11.8 billion yuan for 25 trust products. This could reflect another huge problem China is facing now, the failure and broken capital chain in the financial sector. Now go back to Wuhan. A private analysis of cell phone location data shows that there was no cell phone activity in and around Wuhan Institute of Virology, specifically at the P4 lab from October the 7th through October 24th last year, and that there may have been a hazardous event sometimes between October the 6th and October 11th. Although it offers no direct evidence of a shutdown at Wuhan Institute of Virology, it does raise the question regarding what happened in those days. Could this mean that some accident had happened there, or that the virus was released, or the pandemic began earlier than what we knew now? We'll have to wait and see. Okay, that's all for today. Again, please subscribe to my new channel or support me in any other ways. Thank you. See you next time.